Before you move out of the matrimonial home, watch this. Moving out of the marital home sounds like a clean break. In reality, it is usually anything but clean. It can affect your money, your living situation, your stress level, and even the direction of the separation itself. So before anyone rushes to pack a bag and leave, it's worth slowing down and thinking it through. Because once you move out, things can shift fast. The first thing to ask is simple: why are you leaving? Sometimes moving out is the right choice if the home feels unsafe, surely, toxic, or emotionally overwhelming, then getting space may in fact be necessary. But if the decision is being made in the heat of the moment, it helps to pause and think about the move. Is it really solving the immediate problem? A temporary escape can sometimes turn into a long-term problem if it is not planned properly. The next thing to think about is the home itself. Leaving can change the balance of the separation. It can affect routines, access, and sometimes the way both people view the situation moving forward. That does not mean you should stay just to make a point. It just means that the timing does in fact matter. A move that happens too quickly can create more stress than relief. Then there's the money to consider. This is the part a lot of people underestimate. Moving out often means suddenly paying for two lives instead of one. A new place, moving costs, basic household setup, and all the regular bills that come with starting over can add up really fast. And if one person is still tied to the home financially, that can create even more pressure. So, before leaving, it helps to know what you can realistically afford and what expenses will still follow you after the move. Another important piece is the paperwork. Before you go, it is smart to gather copies of important documents and keep them somewhere safe. And this is something we advise people on all the time when they come to see us and they're in the midst of trying to get out of the home, if it's unsafe, if it's toxic, if there are kids there and the energy is bad for them. They come to us, they ask us, what do I need? What do I have to take? And that's an important question. And we always advise them. The things you need to keep safe and make sure you have are financial records. Right? That is account information, identification papers, and anything else you might need later. It is also a good idea to make a record of personal property and anything valuable in the home. We have stories all the time that you leave a home, then when you come back to move your stuff that really means a lot to you, it's no longer there. Then the ex is saying, well, I don't know, I haven't seen your jewelry. I haven't seen that gift your mom gave you. So it's good to take pictures of things, make a list of them, so when you come back, you're fully aware of what it is that's missing and what you're looking for. People do not always think about this in the moment, but later on, memory becomes less reliable than documentation. If there are children involved, the decision needs even more care, obviously. You have to think about where they will live, how their routines will change, and how to keep things as stable as possible during the transition. Needless to say, the less disruption that they experience, the better. That means thinking beyond the move itself and focusing on what the new routine will actually look like. And obviously, then there's the emotional side of things. A lot of people move out because they feel they cannot take the tension anymore. That feeling is real, but it still helps to ask whether the move is being made for safety, for strategy, or just to get away from the pressure of being around the person. Those are very different reasons, and each one can lead to a very different outcome. The bottom line is this: moving out is not just a change of address, it is a major turning point. So before you leave, take a breath, get organized, think about finances, think about the home, think about the kids, if there are any, and make sure the decision is one that you can stand behind later. Because in moments like this, the smartest move is not always the fastest move. it's usually the one you took time to contemplate and really care about.